Hello there, Leo, and welcome to Secret Shaman Oracles and to your timeless oracle messages. And yes, this big fur ball right here is my cat Lenny. But before we get into your messages, I have a special channel message from Spirit for you at this time. So Leo, there's a golden warmth stirring within you again. Spirit sees you, not just your light, but the way you've kept it burning, even in private. This message is here to show you what happens when courage is rooted in love, not performance. You were guided here for a reason, Leo. May these messages meet your soul like a quiet light through the trees. And with that, Leo, we're going to find out what else Spirit wants you to be aware of, starting with the most important to the least. And this is for Leo and Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Oh, let's see. Oh, you radiate like starlight, seen and felt. Visions and dreams carry Spirit's voice. Leo, a great alignment is happening. And it's happening because you've accepted some aspects of yourself in a way that is whole and divine. So just know that people are noticing you, or they will, because you're coming into more of your own light. So take that how it resonates for you. And with this card comes some type of important alignment here. But bask in some type of glory, because Spirit is gifting you a brighter and better future, especially if you've had to endure maybe some type of, maybe even like a crisis of some type for some of you guys. Either way, it was a super hard and challenging situation, but you have overcame it beautifully. Now, Spirit is speaking to you through some visions that you might be receiving, dreams that you might be remembering. They all carry Spirit's voice, downloads, and maybe just something when it comes to comfort. So let's get more about that. These visions and dreams that are Spirit's voice. A new outcome is forming. Be ready. Oh, wow. So Spirit is trying to get you prepared. You're receiving like prophetic dreams here. Prophecy. A new outcome is forming. Be ready. Whoa. Be ready. It's something that you don't expect, but you will get some hints, some clues here. And I would say, if it hasn't happened already, it will ignite something within you, right? That fire in you, that Spirit adores. We do have the energy of star card here. So take it how it resonates for you. That is also associated with the zodiac sign of Aquarius. But that star card is really important right now because it's either unfolding something that you were destined for, or some type of new a new path that is being created because you're evolving your own destiny and maybe creating another path or multiple paths. But the good thing about it is that it's aligned with your, it's aligned with your own soul. Let's continue. Ooh, ooh. Oh, Leo. Whatever you endured, that crises that maybe had you questioning something here, wow. You were someone's karma or people. Light doesn't chase. That's you. Remember, I was talking about that star card? And you don't have to know tarot to just kind of get a little bit of an inkling of what star card would entail. I mean, a bright star. And look at that. Light doesn't chase. A star doesn't chase. It reveals. Ooh. You revealed something. You may have felt like it was hard for you to endure, but someone is getting karma right now as we speak. And it may take their soul some time to learn the process of, you know, insight from that karmic lesson and the release of it. So whatever you're doing it beautifully. And I would say most likely this is an inside job and most likely something you're keeping to yourself. Let's continue and see what else. Okay, these cards came out. I kind of like the dragonfly just came out. We have that dragonfly right there. Okay, okay. You may need to watch out for others. Okay, your light attracts darkness too, and that's not to scare you, and hopefully it doesn't for a lot of you Leos out there. But we do live in a world where we have contrast, light and dark, right? We have to have the dark in order to see the light, your light. Thank God we have the night sky to see the stars. Spirit wants you to know that there may be an energy that's trying to pull you into some type of darkness or and I would say it's mostly like the past. It's like a karmic lesson that you've already learned here, but it's still like lingering in your field still. And it just needs a little bit more time to dissolve. And how it dissolves is, you know, you taking good care of your soul and being patient here because something is lining up. That spirit is already prepared for you. Be ready. And I just see, you know, that's exactly what you are doing. And a lot of you, you are ready. The past may try to play games. Because look at this. Spirit is letting you know that, yes, you're exactly on your true soul path. That's destiny, your destiny. Now, someone's going to have to sit with what they're fated with. And they're fated with having to go through some type of suffering because that's what we do as humans. We go through things, we make mistakes, or we go through challenges, and we have to endure something. So I wouldn't say it's suffering, but it feels like it, right? But it's actually endurance. It's refining the soul. And you have already come to a place where you did that. You walked through fire. And Spirit is letting you know that this deception, what I'm getting, actually, Leo, is either right now or in the future. Just, you know, be aware of this. It's like someone might be trying to throw fire on you. But the beautiful thing that they may not realize is that you're made of fire. So you're immune to it. You can either throw it right back if you want to, and I would say don't. I would say take it and create something new or transmute it because you are a transmuter of energies. This is why it's hard for, you know, even at the deepest part of your soul to cling on to anything. Because you can feel or sense those energetic hooks. And yes, what you're sensing about something or someone is an energetic hook. Just think of yourself as a star in the night sky, right? And so you rose up, or maybe let's just say you're just glowing more bright, right? And here's this darkness that's coming here trying to, you know, dim your light. Don't let them. Don't let them. Now let's continue and see what else, because I will tell you, Leo, you're gonna have, oh my God, you might even have like people from the past coming out of the woodwork because you're radiating starlight. You're being seen. Maybe you're noticing it, maybe you're not, but you are being seen. Your tears have been enough. Peace is returning. What did Spirit say about that karma that you are their karma, right? Yeah, you're their karma. Their karmic lesson is having to sit with a downgrade. while yours is peace and happiness, because you're not going to have any regrets from moving on from a situation at all. Spirit's letting you know that, your tears, your mind, your emotions, you've given enough. And what's returning is karmic balance. Let's see what else. You're being called beyond the usual. Create anew. So Spirit is saying, focus on something right now that may be entirely different than what you're used to. That's the trick, because remember, you're at the star energy. And that star energy brings new rhythm, new light. And so you've got to kind of weave that in by, just making sure that you're nurturing not just what you value within yourself and your world, but also being willing to tend to something new, or staying optimistic for something to pop up here. So Spirit wants you to know that you've got the magician energy right now, and anything is possible. You got to pay attention in these visions and these dreams, because it's a clue as to what Spirit is going to gift you in your reality to take hold of. Let's continue. Let go, it's unfolding. Okay, so Spirit is saying, Leo, Spirit understands it can be troubling in the mind when we are trying to figure everything out. But Spirit wants you to know that you don't have to soak up so much information. Give your mind a break of trying to figure things out. That's all you got to do. Rest, settle, let go. It's already unfolding, because look, Spirit's already, see, there's a prophecy going on with your dream state right now. Some of you, it could even be, something you dreamt years ago. I mean, take what resonates for you. But you're having a prophetic dream. This is your time to really lean in on Spirit. I've been at this star energy quite a few times, and I'll tell you, it's really interesting. Because I always have something from the past trying to test me. And even if I open that door up, because I have opened a door from the past, and oh my gosh, Leo, it was like opening up Pandora's box. I had no idea it was going to come with headache. So you know what I did? I shut that door right back, blocked it in every angle that I could, and I left it just like that. And I'm not going to feel guilty about that. There are just some connections and situations that, are just, has run its course. And they're meant to be done. Speak, the universe here, see, you're at magician energy. You're literally being given the rite of passage here to create what you want. Think of your words as, container for power here. Speak something into existence. Speak as if it has already happened now. Now, for some of you, you could just be speaking to the universe just to vent out and let go. Do that. Do whatever you got to do to release. In fact, that might just be what you need to do. Don't speak to others, speak to the heavens. And heaven is not going to judge you with how you're talking. So speak and communicate how you want to. But yes, if you feel that you're feeling some type of energy igniting or activating within you, allow it to just kind of surface up. Don't force it. Don't examine it. Just know and observe that it's there. And then see what it wants to tell you, because that is Spirit's energy. And so you're doing something at this point with destiny, with your destiny. It's like a very pivotal point here, because what I see is a stronger thread being like you, like if you were the thread or spirit's the thread, you know, or spirit's like the needle, it's like the thread is very thick now between you and spirit. So we've got a lot more energies that are being magnified at this time. Okay, so just know that you are coming to an end of some type of karmic lesson. That is how the souls evolve and learn, right? So you're doing exactly what you're supposed to be doing. Going through challenges, heartbreaks, whatever it is, but you're not being shoved down by it. You're not being dimmed by it. You're being refined by it. Spirit doesn't want you to question whether or not if you're on the right path. You've arrived. You've arrived right on time. You're not late. And you're not behind. You're on time for what Spirit has for you next, Leo. What else? So just be in awe. That's all Spirit's asking you to, is be in your Page of Wands energy and be in that awe. Curious. Because you already heard the call. You already heard the call. Some don't want the light. Don't drag them. And maybe for some of you Leos, you may need to hear that, you know, others are triggered by your light. Because your light is powerful. It penetrates the darkest spaces of their own soul. This is why it's a cover-up of you know, like rejection or hurt, because it's projection. Someone's projecting it because they're trying to block it out. And Spirit is letting you know that if it's been feeling like a heavy burden on you to show someone the way or to heal them, don't do it anymore. You don't have to. Spirit will take care of them. You don't need to be anchored in someone's stunted growth situation here. Okay. What else? So I do get 10 of Wands. You know, I feel that you might be burnt out or headed towards burnout. So you have to take it easy, right? We all have to be reminded to take it easy. Like, look, Lenny is burnt out, tired. He's probably here to show you just to pass out. A restart is not a setback. Okay, don't compare the past to now. Don't compare something here. And also, Spirit wants you to know that your growth is not stunted, so don't worry. If you feel that you've had to start over, it's not setting you back. You never know. You just never know. You may have opened a portal here. An unexpected portal. Let's continue. Ooh, that pain had purpose to show you your value. See, the past is going to try to yank you into their energy. It's okay. I want you to think of that dark energy or that past energy. Okay. Like it's a fishing pole and they're like trying to, you know, hook you. Don't let it. The pain had a purpose. Yeah. You are high value. Do you really understand that? I hope you do. Well, if you don't, well, that's why I'm here. It's exactly why I'm here. This is exactly why Spirit brought you here at this moment right now. This is why your eyeballs are glued to the screen. Because this is you. This is for you. Ooh, we got all kinds of possibilities happening here. Support is coming from every direction. Ooh, look at this. Ooh, look at this. You've got some type of poetic justice going on here. And it's not really, okay, when I say poetic justice, it's like many of you Many of you Leos may have already witnessed this, or you will be the witness, not the judger of this, okay? But you will be, is judger a word? I don't know why that just sounds a little weird to me right now. But anyhow, you're not going to be the one to judge. How about that? But you will be the witness to seeing the karmic balance play out. And what I mean by that is that, again, maybe right now some of you don't see that something is playing out to your advantage here. Your future fortune is poetic. See, there's definitely destiny here at play. You came here with a plan with spirit. I mean, look at this. You are being watched and guarded. You are sacred. The sacred souls are the ones that have already been encoded to receive these divine visions and dreams. Let's continue and see what else. Oh, did I say that support is coming from every direction? We got Earth sign coming through here. It could come through technology. It could come through finances. It could come through someone doing, you know, the hard work for you instead of you doing it. So just know that when you start to notice that, you will increase it. And it will most likely start with the smallest things. Oh, Spirit said your soul graduated from something, Leo. Look at, you are heaven's baby. Heaven's hands are holding you because heaven knows that you are carrying something that has been so heavy. And heaven wants to unload the burden. Heaven is giving you a key and an access to your own heart. And when you have the access and the key to your own heart, you're not even in a place where you feel that you have to wish anymore. You already know the divine things are just going to come on its own time because you are already in sync with it. You are also not someone else's burden, so get that out of your mind too for some of you Leos. What else? Your light humbles without effort. Yes, look at that. You radiate light. Oh, whoops, sorry. You radiate like starlight. I read it wrong. Anyhow, your light humbles without effort. You humble others. It's not about ego. It's not about proof, because you're just the proof anyways. It's just what you emanate. So you do have a strong and ancient presence about you. What else? Oh, look at, see, support is going to be coming from all areas of your life or every direction, including that money. Money flow is returning, especially if you've been feeling it's been a little, lack of it or restricted. What else? Yeah, you're in a sacred process of self-actualization. You're really just unfolding into your own self, your divine self. You're allowing yourself the freedom not to be attached to things. As hard as it is, I know, Leo, but you are doing a really good job. And it's never easy to let go. I mean, shoot, heaven knows that. Spirit knows that. Spirit knows that there's all these challenges. But the way right now is to just keep your heart pure and open by not filling it up with expectations or burdens or hurt. You deserve sacred love, a sacred return, a sacred restart, because you have done the work and you're just becoming a better version of yourself. You're shedding the unwanted skin. We do need to watch out for something though. Oh no. Oh my gosh. It says beware, the situation is turning toxic. Could be overloading ourselves with too much. Or, you know, it's landing right, it's landing right where that, you know, don't drag others into the light here. Because they're stubborn. They don't want to grow right now. Let's get a little bit more about that situation that could turn toxic here. Because anything that we're ruminating on, anything that we're obsessed about, you know, it can turn toxic because we start to lose spirit's sight because we're too focused on one little minute thing here. I mean, in the scheme of things, that's what it looks like to spirit, is very minuscule. But let's continue and see a little bit more about this. Be aware the situation is turning toxic. Your soul is calling for rest. Nourish your soul. And I kind of get this thing to, you might be going through a period where you could be hungry and start like getting hungry because you're getting a lot of downloads. So you need to eat. I just going to say that. You need to eat. To ground yourself, to ground your body, because you're getting a lot of downloads. And when I say downloads, it's information, but it's also divine healing energy, because heaven is lifting a load. Because the thing is that you've been praying for this release, and this is exactly what heaven is doing for you. So you've got to take that first step by saying no, closing down, you know, whatever you got to close down so you can, you know, close your eyes for a moment, or seek that solitude, or seek that rest or vacation. What else? Yeah, Spirit is saying just try not to figure it out too much. You are deeply seen even if you don't know it. So Spirit is reminding you that, you know, you have a lot more power and influence than maybe you give yourself credit for. Don't underestimate yourself. People are noticing something about you. The heavens are noticing something about you. I would say that you are in the process of, you know, gaining momentum here when it comes to maybe even your career, or when it comes to your personal growth. But either way, you are on the rise here. It just is going a little bit slow because Spirit works slow. I mean, it's not like crazy slow all the time, but you know, when you're talking about having to integrate so many powerful energies within you, you know, your physical vessel can only handle so much. So Spirit can only give you things in small doses. And that includes, you know, success too. If you get it in small doses, over time, it starts to build up, because you start to solidify it in yourself that, yes, this is meant for me. This is mine. Because a lot of times people will become successful. And when I say successful, it needs to be whatever you feel is successful in your own mind. Okay. But sometimes what can happen is they start second guessing themselves and questioning, you know, their worth. And you don't need to do that. Oh my God, this is just so, oh my goodness, look at heaven is just really telling you, sleep, rest, meditate. You're getting those downloads. Remember, visions and dreams are Spirit's voice, or carry Spirit's voice. This is a healing card. This is a card of waiting for the right timing too. So what you're doing is, you know, for some of you, not all of you, but some of you, if you have a hard time relaxing because maybe your mind is telling you that you have to keep doing and be concerned and worry because that somehow the mind, or, you know, the ego thinks that's what's going to solve the problem. It's the opposite. It makes it worse. You got to give into just relaxing. You got to give into breathing. Allow your mind and your soul and your heart to breathe. You deserve it. And Spirit is going to bless you, Leo. There's no doubt about it. See, you're just going to be waiting for the right time here. Again, we are in this place of contemplation, getting ready. Look at that whole thing, a new outcome. Oh gosh, look at that. A new outcome is forming. Be ready. So don't take off with something just quite yet. Because Spirit knows that you might get excited about something you have right now. Maybe it's an idea, or maybe it's, just something that you want to create, or maybe it's a partnership of some type. Go slow with it just for a minute. We're just kind of keeping that fire stoked, right? Okay? Because then you're going to know. Then you will be prepared. And here you are, ready. See, you rest, you get that rest, and you're like, oh, you'll know when your time is up. It's kind of like being in a cocoon, and you're like, oh, you get out of that cocoon and you're up and you're ready to take flight. It's exactly what's happening to you. Yeah, you've got something here that Spirit is saying. It's like unfinished business in a sense, because it's like something is still going to work out for you. It's just not going to be maybe in the way that, or the package, I should say, of what you think it should look like. Okay, but it's better. That's the whole thing. It's so much better. All right, let's continue and see what else. Oh, precious one, your time holds power. Yeah, Spirit wants you to be, okay, either now or in the future, you need to be very mindful and very aware of where we're spending time, because Spirit is saying your time holds a lot of power. Don't feel guilty too for saying no to others at this time. This is the whole thing, that deception that surrounds you. I kind of get this thing where people, and like with the 10 of Wands and 7 of Swords with this, some of you're probably like, what in the hell is she saying? Don't worry, I'll explain this. It's like people are trying to, a people or person may try to, whether they're aware of it or not, because I don't want you to just assume that they're doing this on purpose, but maybe they are, where they're greedy for your energy, So say no to others, maybe demands on your time, your energy. Be strong. I feel I have to say that to some of you. Create rhythm where gaps live. Okay, this is what you're doing. You're going to be tuned in with something that your soul wants to dance to. And it's a new hobby, a new interest. Maybe it's a new book. Maybe it's, your own me time. Maybe it's a new ritual, a sacred ritual to do every day that feeds you, not depletes you. Now, this is important too, because this will help you weave with Spirit, because now you're more in rhythm. You're in the flow. Look at Spirit is showing you signs. I told you the signs are sacred. What speaks to you, don't question it. It is a sign, and Spirit is speaking to you. What else? Nope, that is actually it. Okay, now I got a couple of questions before we end the reading. The first one is, let's find out, what is Spirit clearing in your life right now? What is Spirit clearing in Leo's life? And also, I would encourage you to go back to the beginning and listen to that channel message from Spirit and see if you hear it different after the reading now. So this is what Spirit is. Oh my goodness. Look at, you just showed up in your own reading. Well, it's about time. See, you arrived right on time. Now, the Strength card, if you don't know, Leo, is associated with your own zodiac sign. Here you are, Leo. Spirit's helping you release any concerns or worries, or, the lack of confidence here. Spirit's helping you master regaining your strength by rooting yourself in love. You are the alchemist here, and you're doing something by being compassionate and understanding for yourself. So, you know, I'm seeing this thing where you're releasing all of these unnecessary distractions so that you can harness your own power. And I really sense this whole thing about royalty here. So heaven is like sending you things to remind you, and it's been happening all of your life, actually, Leo, where Spirit's been giving you like breadcrumbs on your life's journey to show you something that is ancient about you, that you're carrying in this lifetime, and maybe even calling back to return in this lifetime, like some special sacred item. So just kind of pay attention to what you find is sacred. And that could just be as simple as a feather falling out of the sky. I mean, if that speaks to you, you know it is heaven talking to you, because heaven is not loud. Heaven usually always shows signs in very soft and subtle ways. That's why we're doing something here when it comes to remaining tolerant, compose. But also, Spirit wants you to not back down from anything or anyone. You've got a lot of power here. All right, so before we end the reading, let's find out what is Spirit preparing to bless. Oh, excuse me. What blessing is Spirit preparing you to receive? What blessing is Spirit preparing Leo to receive? You were meant to be heard. Spirit is going to prepare you to communicate in the way you need to communicate, to speak how you want to speak, because your voice is medicine. Plain and simple. Your voice is medicine. You're meant to be heard. I mean, even the universe wants to hear from you. Your voice has power in it. So sing, chant, hum, rap. I don't know. What do you like to do? Prayer. Or is it just talking? You're meant to be heard. See? Look at that. Spirit's helping you. Remember, this card was about what Spirit's helping clear out of your life. Anything that tries to get in front of your inner majesty. You were meant to be heard and to lead here, Leo. Heaven has great plans for you. Don't doubt this. Do not doubt this one bit. Now, I hope that this was helpful for you. Love and light. Take care.